Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. I'm Sam Adavi coming to you this week from the 3rd annual Connection Car Show at the Savoy Automobile Museum. Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. This is gonna be one awesome car.
And I said, it doesn't even run yet. And look at it now, it's amazing.
It's funny, like here we are, we're in Cartersville, Georgia. We are on 37 acres. Here's this world-class museum. I mean, you see structure behind me, and you pull around the driveway, you come in, and then, okay, here's this car museum, and the first car you see is this. Well, every car has a story, and there's a reason that this car is on display at Savoy. In 2018, we broke ground to build this museum. And in doing so, we started clearing the land, 37 acres. As we clear it, we unearth this automobile. Not multiple cars, not pieces of a bunch of different cars, one semi-intact automobile.
Right.
It just happened to be a 1954 Plymouth Savoy.
That I didn't even know existed. I'm here with Stan with an old school hot rod. He's even got the tint to prove it. Everything done in the past, you gotta see this one.
So it's a 1929 Ford Tudor, which is the slang for a two-door.
Is it a metal body or a fiberglass?
It's 100% metal.
Good for you. That's
not
very
one
cool.
piece of fiberglass. It's Ford steel and aluminum. The fellow who built the car, Owen Jeancart, he's from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and he's a very enthusiastic metal worker.
Everything looks really good. I know you had a little quirks about your pedals, but that's a small factor to fix considering everything else is done so nice.
You have to use the heel of your foot for the clutch. And if you try and shift with your hand on top of the shifter, that doesn't work either. You got to go down. A 401 Buick nailhead. And a nailhead just basically is the size of the push rod, but it's a term. And they're very popular. They were in the early 60s. They were Buick's performance motor. This one's making probably about 375 horsepower, which for the early 60s was not bad. And they were put primarily into family sedans.
So what's the side cover for? What does that expose?
Those are the valves.
The valves. You can see the valves right there and it gets one.
Yep.
Wow, that is so cool. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen a nailhead outside like this. I've seen them in engine compartments, but you don't see all the detail, you know what I mean?
They're,
especially with 6 carbs on there. Is that fuel injection or carburetor?
No, those are carburetors.
Wow.
Quite frankly, all 6 are functional. I'm just running on the 2 center ones because if you drive it in traffic with 6 carburetors, it's not much fun.
I'm here with Roger and his 1950 GMC truck. Took 8 years for him to redo, and almost every part of this thing is original. Now tell us about the truck. You made it from a long bed into a short bed.
I did.
That's
was
cool.
my wife's grandfather's truck.
Really?
Been in the family since the 70s. But when we got it, it sat for 10 years. Tree had fallen on it. And my wife wanted me to build it, so this is where it ended up at.
Isn't it nice when the wife says, hey, let's build it?
Yeah. Get her on board, it's so much easier.
Right? Absolutely.
But it was a long bed.
Yep.
I shortened it up, made a short bed.
Did you use the Brothers kit? What kit did you use?
I did, the Brothers kit. It's got a Camaro frame under it, front end, rear end, Vortec engine, air.
Then when you say Camaro front end under it, a Camaro's a unibody
It is.
car.
It's got a 79 Camaro front end in it where I welded into the frame.
Really?
And then I put the rear end of the Camaro in. That way I can ride it down the road, man, and it runs smooth.
And so do you have the Camaro engine in it as well?
Nope.
That's
a 97 Vortec.
97 Vortec.
Yeah.
Wow, very nice. And you did the work yourself?
About 90% of it.
And you polished out the gauges on the inside?
Yeah, I took the 2 big ones out, welded that up, put the aftermarket gauges in it just to change it up.
Yes, good job. It all looks so good.
Well, thank you.
That grill couldn't be saved. You have to buy a new one.
I had to buy a new one. It was pitted too bad.
Yeah.
But I've got the original one hanging on the wall of my shop.
That's pretty cool. Now, you say this is your work truck. You drive this thing, right?
I drive it all the time around Cartersville.
I'm here with my friends at the JSRA counter, Georgia Street Rod Association. You guys, they got memberships open for you. I need to see some of you young guys applying to be a member. And we'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show, brought to you by Car Capsule. You guys have always heard me say that when you're buying products, you're buying customer service, tech support, and peace of mind. And that's where Lokar Performance absolutely shines.
Exactly, Sam. We manufacture it, we design it, we engineer it all in-house here. Everything's supported here. We sell it, ship it, everything's done right here in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Customer service is here, second to none as far as that goes. The guys work on cars, so they know exactly what it takes to do that. You know, they can just relay that when they're talking to someone.
You guys make the instructions so good to where you don't really need the tech support unless somebody's in a bind or may have a copycat. And you got all your brands as well on the website.
Yes, all the brands are there, available to shop any of our products. Check them out. You can get all the unique sizes and things that you may not find out in the distribution world.
Can you believe the week I've had? It's crazy, isn't it? Welcome back to more of the Connection Car Show here at the Savoy Automobile Museum, brought to you by Car Capsule. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy week, hasn't it? I'm here with Anthony, and you can't help but walk by his display. Stickered out Volkswagen Bug, and Volkswagens haven't died in many, many generations. Like the bus next to me, it's gonna be forever popular. What made you put stickers all over your Bug, Anthony?
So we bought the car and people just started giving us stickers to put on it. People would mail me stickers, at car shows people would give me stickers, and it just turned into what you see here.
That is so cool, man. I've heard this in the past.
I've had the car for almost 9 years now.
9 years.
I bought it for my daughter, and she's almost 9, so it's her car. The last count on the outside was 693, but that was 3 months ago, and now there's, I don't know how many more since then.
Yeah, man, it's so cool looking at all the stickers, and you recognize so many of the people and the ads on the sticker.
Narrowed front beam, 4 inches, done
yeah.
by restoration, just lowered, homemade seat covers out of t-shirts.
Yeah.
and that's about it.
It gives it a lot of character, man,
Yeah.
really. Now, what about the rack and all the stuff on top? Did that come with the car, or was that you?
So we bought the racks, and then my daughter wanted to redo the rear one, so we painted it blue and changed the boards on it. She wanted a blue rack. So
Is this one of your friends?
it's my brother's bust.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. How long have you had this?
About 6 months.
Yeah,
so that's
man,
all
looks
we
so
drove.
original, you
Yeah,
know?
it
That's
is.
a nice find. Very cool, and like I said, man, Volkswagens have never died. You can't walk by and check out Anthony's display with all the stickers that really bring back so much history. Mike has a beautiful 442 Olds Cutlass behind me, and it's a body that I'm not familiar with. I was looking for the traditional one that we all know of, which is the late 60s, right? So tell me about your car, Mike.
So my father-in-law bought it for us about 25 years ago. 25,000 miles on it. It just turned over 54,000. So a little more than 1,000 miles a year.
When you look at the trunk and you look at everything that's like it's supposed to be, you never see the detail like that on a drive
It's all
around.
about the detail.
It's crazy. The
Yes,
trunk
sir.
is just like you would factory. Do you drive this car?
Yes, sir.
Good for you.
She said, well, you got to have spare matches. I said, she said, nobody's going to see it. I said, no, they will.
But she said you have to have a spare that matches. She's a
I
keeper.
said that.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
gonna
she
say.
didn't-
I understand. Now, what year is it exactly?
It's a 67.
And how long did it take you to restore it?
It's a work in progress. It's pretty much done now.
So this is a 67. So the 68 must be the model that I'm thinking of.
That's what I thought my father-in-law had bought us. And I thought, well, that's cool. And then he said this. I looked it up and said, well, that's ugly. But I just fell in love with it after that because you don't see none of them. I got a little thing that says do not judge because it's about the people, the charities that they go to. I don't care about winning nothing no more.
I'm with you, man. It's about the car culture, coming out, mingling
People.
with like-minded people,
Yeah.
you know, finding out who's got the cool wives that'll spend money on their cars and who doesn't, you know.
The memories,
Yeah,
the stuff people
absolutely.
had. I dated somebody in a car like this. Or,
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
the back seat, you know, half of
Yeah.
us were, you know,
Laughing.
concepted in the back seat. So, you know, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be around.
That's
So,
right.
very rare 63.5 Sprinter right here at the Connection Car Show. This came out from the factory with the V8, small car, lots of horsepower, and it was the reason why the Mustang was born. That is very cool. We'll be right back with more of the car show from the Savoy Automobile Museum, brought to you by Car Capsule. The Savoy Automobile Museum is something you don't want to miss with all the different exhibits. As you can see, everybody's out here enjoying it right now. Welcome back to more of the Lokar Car Show, brought to you by Car Capsule. I was walking by Mike's El Camino and it just grabbed me, the color combination, looking up under the hood, seeing that big block with the orange and the cream and the black. It really pops, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Very nice car.
Yeah,
Tell us about your El
thank you.
Camino, Mike.
So 1967 El Camino. I bought it in Cumming, Georgia. So I rebuilt the engine, all matching numbers. I rebuilt the transmission, the rear end, tore all the 4-link off and tubulated it to death.
Really?
The front end is the same way. It's prettier underneath than it is on top.
Oh, wow.
I'm serious.
That's
I'm
so
serious.
cool.
But I wanted that control. I wanted
Yeah.
to be able to stop because they're
Modern
pretty quick.
feel.
Yeah, exactly.
So what engine's in it? I know it's a big
It's a
block.
396.
396.
Yeah.
And what transmission?
It's the 400.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's so awesome,
And it
dude.
and I put a torque converter in it, man. It just
Does it have a manual valve body or automatic?
automatic.
Really?
And I just keep the foot on the brake a little bit,
Yep.
give it a little release on the back, and it'll just burn the tires.
Dude, that's so cool. This is the original color. You restored it, but that's the original color it came with.
It's the original color, not the original paint.
Right.
It's butternut yellow, YY, and a Chevy book. But yeah, it'll always be that color. I'll never change it.
It's beautiful. You know,
Yeah.
walking by and seeing it, that nice flush tonneau cover in the back. You did a
Yes,
nice
sir.
job on that one.
Yeah.
It's nice and flush, looks really modern, but the
Yeah.
color combination, the way it sits, it just
Yeah.
looks so good.
I
It draws you in.
Oh yeah, I went crazy trying to figure out what rims,
Yeah.
how to set her up. It's just all the little tiny things that make
And
it.
you did it all.
Well, I had people help me too.
Yeah, there you go.
I
You
had
got a lot
needed
of input in there.
a lot of input.
I'm here with Tim and his 69 Ford Mustang, right? And what a story. His father was dubbed the Mustang Man. I'm gonna have him tell you why.
So back in the 80s, my father used to go find old 65 and 66 Mustangs. He would restore them, sell them to high school kids for $1,000. So a lot of kids who had their first car got it from my dad, the Mustang Man.
So why does a 20-year-old Mustang need to be restored?
So he would find them behind people's houses, rusted, rotted. So he'd take a good body and one with a good motor. We'd take the motor out, put it in the good body, and we had one good car.
And what are the Mustangs you guys have in your fleet?
So my father had a 68 GT500 KR Shelby.
Yep.
I've got a 66 Mustang convertible that my father drove. I've got a 65 Mustang convertible that my mother drove. And I've got a 66 4-speed coupe because I wanted a 4-speed car.
That's so cool. So you're a Mustang family. Are you the new Mustang Man?
I don't know if I've got to his level. He restored over 200 cars in his lifetime.
That's a lot of cars, man. So what about you? Are you doing anything as far as following his footsteps in the car restoration?
Well, so I have to take care of the fleet.
Yep.
Having 4 old Mustangs is a full-time job if you want to drive them.
And you said you've been working on cars since you were 7.
7 years old, yes sir.
That's a long time. Really, really long time.
You're just saying I'm old.
No, I mean, you're wise. That's what it is. But what a great story, seriously. So Mustang Man, you've taken it over. You've got all his Mustangs. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Tim. Really
Thanks, Sam.
appreciate it. Just when you thought it could never happen, check out Sally. Now, this was the project that we did with the Bartow County Career and Academy Center. Aaron, Michael, and Dr. Lance Berry. You guys seen it on Sam's Garage. Here we are at the Savoy Automobile Museum, and this Porsche is pretty much complete.
So we each had a specific job. Mine was to generate interest. They were the boots on the ground along with the students to get everything done, and they did.
In record time, Mike, right? I know you worked a lot. You got hundreds of hours in this, both of you, in the last 2 months through the summer when school let out, right?
Yeah, initially with Peach State Porsche Club, we wanted to get the car in front of the kids, but the rest was about resources. So getting the resources in there, and then of course sweat equity. But that's the fun part. So working with the kids was an absolute joy. The most fun part, when they let out in May, summertime, the kids' time, we had kids coming back to volunteer. That was the big joy for me working on the project, was watching that engagement.
Sounds a little old school. That's what we used to do back in the day. We were so interested. We would go to the local garage, the local shop, and just hang out for free, just to see what's going on. Right, Aaron?
Absolutely. And what we ended up building was just a wonderful road cruiser I drove her here to the show myself this morning, and the car handles terrific. It may not be a perfect one-to-one restoration, but what you have is a solid driver that you can take from Atlanta to California and back without thinking or asking questions. It's a great car.
Yep, and when you don't do a one-to-one restoration, you actually enjoy the car because you're not afraid to actually go out there and have fun, drive it, maybe get a door ding. That's what it's about. So the Car Connection is not all about just classic cars. We got modern cars as well, like this Toyota Supra belonging to Melissa, who's an Opie chick. We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show, brought to you by Car Capsule. Welcome back to the Connection Car Show, brought to you by Car Capsule. Man, I'm here at the Connection Car Show, and I'm walking by and I check out this Nopi booth. Nopi must be coming back. So I'm here with John, and he's got this Mustang. It's your Mustang, right?
That's correct.
All right, so tell us about your Mustang, John.
Well, it's a 2014 Mustang GT. It's just a base build, so it's just a base model.
Doesn't look base to me.
It doesn't look base, and a lot of people say it doesn't look plain either, but back in the day whenever I bought it, everyone said, you got to name your car. I always name my car, so I said, well, you know, it's just a plain Jane Mustang. I said, that's it. She's Jane.
Oh,
so she's Jane. Plain Jane.
There you go.
So if you look at my tag on the back, you'll see plain Jane on the back of the car. But the idea was she was plain back in the day, and the way I like to tell people is like kind of how you have little Tommy in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
He's always gonna be little Tommy to your friends as you grow up. She's always gonna be my plain Jane.
There you go.
But
Well,
yeah,
that's
she's
very
built.
awesome. A lot of carbon fiber accents, lowered, stance is perfect. You got the windows on the side, and you got it supercharged.
I appreciate it.
I got Carlos Pickers here. He is the man behind Hopaholics Hydraulics. He is also the director of operations for the Nopi Nationals, and in 2025, you guys will already have passed that date, but in 2026, every year, third week, September, you'll see the Nopi Nationals.
Sam brought me on. We're very thankful for that, to bring out the return of the Nopi Nationals. We'll be back at Echo Park Speedway, which is Atlanta Motor Speedway for us old guys to remember that. We'll be there. We'll come back this year, 2025, but we're going to be every third week in September 2026 and moving forward. Also, co-owner of Hopaholics Hydraulics will be there, set up every year, and then got a lot of stuff coming out, new and old. We look forward to seeing one of them back.
Another awesome year here at the Connection Car Show at the Savoy Automobile Museum. We had over 350 cars, actually exactly 350 cars registered, because this is an invitational, so you have to hurry up and register early before all the spots fill out. What'd you think, Daryl? You guys knocked it out of the park today.
This year was absolutely over the top. I think it's the best Connections car show that we've ever had. I think the cadre of cars, the fact that we brought tractors in, car clubs in, a ton of automotive vendors. This has been probably the most exciting car show that we've done to date.
Absolutely. You know what makes it even more special? That early this morning around 6 o'clock when you were rolling in, there was rain. That didn't stop anybody from coming to the car show an hour later.
Yeah,
they drove through the rain, cleaned their cars.
I mean, car people are dedicated. You got to give them their due. Absolutely. Absolutely amazing.
And the cool thing about the Savoy Automobile Museum is you guys, they change out their exhibits. And you'll see something different, different eras, different cultures. We're even going to have next year, you're going to see in the springtime, a lowrider exhibit here, which is really special, right?
Yes.
Because the 80s, the lowriders need to get a lot of love.
Yeah, these lowriders will come out of the Los Angeles area. They'll be transported here. They will be absolutely spectacular cars. These are guys that have a passion for paint jobs, for chrome, for wheels, tires, suspension. These cars will be absolutely fascinating to come and see.
You can come unlimited amounts of time, you get discounts, there's benefits, you can enjoy the museum with all the different exhibitions that we rotate in and out. And the best part is, you know, it's kind of like where we're located even. You've got Atlanta just about 45 miles south of us. Yep. You got Chattanooga 60 miles north of us. We're 20 miles from Buc-ee's.
Yep.
Right here in Carsville on I-75.
And the displays, they change, they rotate. How often?
They do. So we set up a rotation where we change one display gallery every single month.
Absolutely. And this whole purpose behind the Car Connection Car Show, Nopi, everything is about getting the youth involved back in the motorsports so that we can replenish the inventory that's being lost and us old guys can stop turning wrenches. Third annual Connection Car Show here at the Savoy Automobile Museum. What a show. Lots of people, 350 cars registered. They filled up the roster completely. And you guys, this is a family-oriented show. That's why it's called the Connection Car Show, because they're connecting with the community. They want to bring what the exhibit does, which is different exhibits at the Savoy Automobile Museum. They change it up every single time. So every time you come over here, that's why it's so good to be a member. You get to see different parts of history. So the Connection Car Show here at the Savoy Automobile Museum. I want to see you here at the 4th annual next year. For me, that's a wrap.